Welcome to Nitro. Wait a minute. Is this who I think it is? Well, look who's back. Seth Freakin Rollins. Rollins, who has been on the shelf since getting attacked by Brock Lesnar in the first round of the King of the Ring tournament. But he has been a target of the beast since arriving here in WCW after the draft. They did have a match back at Money in the Bank. That was a match that was won by Brock Lesnar. We're going to hear from the returning Seth Rollins in just a matter of minutes. Also here tonight, Jimmy Uso, Drew McIntyre, and Trick Williams will be involved in a tornado tag match. Those guys better find some partners. Also tonight, Jade Cargill takes on Alexa Bliss. And we will also see the Viper, Randy Orton, go one-on-one with The Miz. Seth, he hasn't had the warmest of welcomes since coming over here to WCW. It's almost like Brock Lesnar commandeered the welcome wagon and ran him over with it. Let's not forget, Brock had been suspended for over a year. But Rollins' arrival here in WCW was enough to bring Brock back. We don't know why. He seems to have it out for Seth Rollins. But with Brock Lesnar, sometimes you don't even really need a reason. Let's hear from Seth. I'm back, baby. My doctors have cleared me. I just talked to Eric Bischoff, and he's just like me. He wants this Brock Lesnar business put away once and for all. So at SummerSlam, big man, you and me are going to meet in a 3 stages of hell match. Each of us gets to pick a stage. So I know you're not much of a thinker, but maybe put that pea brain of yours to use and come up with a match type. I'll see you at SummerSlam, where I slay you once and for all. The SummerSlam card just got a lot better. Seth versus Brock, 3 stages of hell. It's time for our opening match of Nitro. Making her way to the ring out first, Alexa Bliss. We mentioned at the top of the show, Drew McIntyre, Jimmy Uso, and Trick Williams need to find themselves some tag team partners for the main event tonight. Let's head to the back and see if they have had any luck. Jimmy talking to LA Knight. But Knight walking away. I don't think LA Knight wants a team with Jimmy here tonight. Drew McIntyre talking to El Grande Americano. If he could get the WCW Cruiserweight Champion to team with him, that would be huge for the Scottish psychopath. Back here inside the arena, Jade Cargill making her way into the ring. Jade looking to bounce back here on Nitro after a disastrous bash at the beach, where she lost the WCW Women's Championship in a triple threat match to Bayley and Naomi, and Jade sends Alexa flying. Bayley, the new WCW Women's Champion, she will be taking on Rhea Ripley, the Queen of the Ring, at SummerSlam. And really, Bayley, the shocking part of her walking out of Bash at the Beach with the WCW Women's Championship, up until a couple days before the Bash, she wasn't even supposed to be in that match. She earned her way in when she defeated Jade in a non-title match. A match that was also refereed by Naomi. Jade with the cover only gets a 1. And because we already have a match at SummerSlam with Bayley making her first defense, Jade kind of in limbo. She doesn't get a rematch. She's going to have to wait and see what happens at SummerSlam. Let's also not forget there is still Chelsea Green, Miss Money in the Bank. Could she potentially factor in to SummerSlam, either in the WCW Women's Championship match or the WWE Women's Championship match? Alexa only gets a 1 there. Rolls Jade over. So, obviously, losing your title, losing your championship, it sucks no matter when it happens, but the fact that it happened when it did at Bash at the Beach and what we have coming up at SummerSlam, probably the worst time for Jade to lose her championship. Jade up in the corner, Alexa on her way, but no, Jade able to get her boots up. And now Jade Cargill back in control. And Jade sent up and over and down to the floor. But Jade with a counter there. And one thing that's probably in the back of Jade's mind, you think about how the road, how hard it was for her to win that first championship. Essentially having to turn on her best friend, her sister, Bianca Belair. She wins the Elimination Chamber match, which gives her the opportunity for a shot at the WCW Women's Championship at WrestleMania 3. Looks like in that one, like she was going to walk out the new champion. That is until Bianca Belair decided to show up and dish out a little bit of revenge and cost Jade in that one. And then at Backlash, Jade would eventually become champion when Raquel, Bianca, and Jade met in a triple threat match for the WCW Women's Championship. Jade with the cover, but Alexa able to get her shoulders up. And now Jade getting Alexa to her feet. We know what this means. Jaded rolls Alexa over, goes with her signature pin attempt. But Alexa gets her shoulders up again. I don't know what more Jade Cargill needs to do here. Seated powerbomb. And Jade Cargill picks up the win. And she bounces back from her disastrous Bash at the Beach with a win here on Nitro. Up next, we're going to see the Viper Randy Orton in action. But unfortunately, to see the Viper, that means we also have to see the Miz. Miz, who isn't happy that he missed out on both the King of the Ring and Money in the Bank. I guess he can maybe show us what we missed out on here against Randy Orton. Let's check in on Trick Williams and see if he's had any luck finding a tag team partner. He's outside talking to the young OG, Javon Evans. Javon, who will be taking on El Grande Americano for the Cruiserweight Championship at SummerSlam. That'd be a great partner for Trick. And here is the Viper, Randy Orton. I am told we're going to go to the back one more time. And look who just got off the elevator, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu. I guess offering his services to Jimmy. Jimmy looks like he wants absolutely nothing to do with Jacob Fatu. We have not seen Jacob since he got drafted here to WCW. And before that, the last time we saw the Samoan werewolf was back at WrestleMania 3. But you can't be surprised that Jimmy wants nothing to do with Jacob, with the history between them. But even if Jimmy is desperate for a tag team partner, he doesn't appear to be that desperate to want to team up with Jacob Fatu. And I guess we got two returns this week on Nitro. Seth Freakin Rollins and Jacob Fatu. It looks like Jimmy's search for a tag team partner will continue. The Miz has been in a lot of trouble here. RKO from the Viper, slithers over, hooks the leg. And Randy Orton with an easy night at the office as he picks up the win against The Miz. Orton bouncing back after his second round loss in the King of the Ring tournament to LA Knight, and he gets back in the win column. It is time for the main event. A 3-team tornado tag match with the 3 individuals that will meet at Summerslam for the WCW United States Championship. Out first, the champion, the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre, and his partner, the WCW Cruiserweight Champion, El Grande Americano. He's also got a title defense coming up at SummerSlam against Javon Evans. Out next, team number 2. First, Trick Williams. Trick, who at Bash at the Beach, thanks to Jimmy Uso, was unable to walk out with the United States Championship. We'll see what he can do at SummerSlam. His tag team partner, the young OG, Javon Evans. Javon, who will meet El Grande Americano for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship at SummerSlam. We'll get a little preview of those two in the ring here in this one. And now team number 3, Jimmy Uso. It looked like earlier tonight, LA Knight not wanting to team with Jimmy here, and then we saw Jimmy wanting nothing to do with Jacob Fatu. Did Jimmy find a tag team partner? Let's find out. Wow, and he did. It is the WCW World Heavyweight Champion and one half of the current WCW Tag Team Champions, R-Truth. Truth, who is set to take on Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship, as Cody has announced already he is cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase. He will be taking on his best friend, R-Truth, in the main event of night 1 of SummerSlam. And that's just a couple weeks after he and Truth won the WCW Tag Team titles at Bash at the Beach. But Cody, again, like, he approached it in what he says is the right way. He said, hey, I've got this briefcase. I'm going to cash it in. I'm not going to try to surprise you with it. I want to be upfront and transparent about it. And as far as Cody is concerned, he's looking to have a friendly matchup with somebody that, again, we call him his best friend. They've developed such a good relationship over the past year here in WCW. This is a tornado tag. Obviously, there will be no tags in this one. It's basically a free-for-all. And the first team that can either get a pinfall or a submission will be the winner. No disqualifications, no countouts. Anything goes in this one. Everybody out on the floor except for Trick and Jimmy in the ring. Obviously, everybody involved in this match will be a part of SummerSlam, either in a title defense or as a challenger. But for the purposes of this match here tonight, it's really just about Drew and Trick and Jimmy. If we go back to before Money in the Bank and the Money in the Bank qualifying match that was supposed to take place between Jimmy and Trick, Drew McIntyre attacked Jimmy on his way to the ring. That's after months of feuding with Jimmy's brother Jay. Jay got drafted over to WWE. Drew decided, hey, I'm going to turn my attention towards his brother now that he's in WCW. That attack led to Trick advancing and moving on to Money in the Bank. Then at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, Jimmy got in the ring and had an opportunity to get a little bit of revenge against Drew. In that match, Trick Williams' music would hit, distracting Drew McIntyre, and that allowed Jimmy to get the victory in that grudge match. That didn't sit well with the Scottish Psychopath, and later in the night, before the Money in the Bank ladder match, he would attack Trick backstage. And according to Trick, that is the reason that he did not win the Money in the Bank briefcase. We found out after the fact that Trick had absolutely nothing to do with his music being played. It was actually Jimmy that was behind it. Trick would get an opportunity at Drew McIntyre's WCW United States Championship at Bash at the Beach. Jimmy, though, would come down to ringside and inadvertently get involved in that match, which allowed Drew to retain. So, a feud that started between Drew and Jimmy, Trick got pulled into it. He kind of was able to take advantage of that. Then it ended up where he really became a victim of the feud. And now this thing will maybe be put to rest at Summerslam. We will find out in just a few days. El Grande Americano in the ring, Javon Evans in the ring, and Jimmy Uso in the ring. The Truth taking care of business out on the floor. Super kick to El Grande Americano. Jimmy with the cover. And Jimmy Uso gets the 1, 2, 3. And he and R-Truth pick up the win here just days before SummerSlam. That's going to do it for Nitro. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Thunder.